Well, the first day back from winter break coming amid a surge in flu and respiratory viruses, and many parents may be wondering how to keep their kids healthy and prevent germs from coming into their home. And joining us now live is Mercy Medical Center pediatrician Dr. Ashanti Woods. Thanks so much for joining us, Dr. Woods.
Hey, Mindy, thank you so much for having us.
So what illnesses are you seeing the most of right now?
Right now, flu is the one that is large and in charge. We've seen a lot of cases of flu. Flu, of course, presents with lots of respiratory symptoms, whether it be runny nose, cough, but really fever with fatigue. If you have a child who's just kind of like a bump on the log, then maybe some muscle pain. It's a pretty good chance that it's the flu. A lot of ERs or urgent cares have even stopped testing for it because they feel pretty confident that that's what it is. And within the past hour, I've diagnosed it here in my office at Mercy. So the flu is number one, seeing very high activity here in Maryland. RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, that's moderate activity here. So we're seeing that. That gives what I call a mucus party in the chest and picks on toddlers, picks on the elderly. And then we're also seeing still some cases of COVID, not as much, but some cases of COVID in there. And then for gastrointestinal illnesses that we're seeing, norovirus, that is the one that is large and in charge. That is the one that spoiled the party for many of us during the holiday season, whether it be Thanksgiving and both Christmas and New Year's. That was a illness with vomiting, diarrhea, ran through schools, daycares, and even offices as well. So
Yeah.
those comprise perhaps the four most common ones we're seeing right now.
So when should parents keep their kids home from school?
So if your child has a fever, and that's going to be a temperature of 100.4 or greater, I don't like decimal points, so we're just going to say 100 or greater, you should probably keep your child home. And they need to stay home until they're fever free for 24 hours, free of fever. And it means that they are not taking any Tylenol or Motrin to keep them free of that fever. So keep your kid home if they have fever. We're keeping our child home if they're having any type of respiratory distress, so they're breathing really fast, coughing, a cough attack, they can't get a sentence out. That could mean something is brewing in their chest. So we want to keep them home for that. And then any diarrheal illness, we want to keep our children home. Those could be quite contagious. And where we say fever, you want to stay home for a 24-hour period. With gastrointestinal symptoms such as vomiting or diarrhea, specifically the diarrhea, we want to stay home for a 48-hour period. We want to be free of gastrointestinal symptoms for a 48-hour period before returning.
Okay, wow, 2 days, yeah. Are there warning signs that just a common cold may be developing into something more serious?
Fortunately, most things are going to be just that, the common cold, and that's going to be your congestion, maybe an itchy throat, and even just runny nose, cough. However, if you're having respiratory distress may look like nasal flaring. So your nose muscles are going in and out, your neck muscles are going in and out. We call that retractions, or even retractions of your chest. If you're working hard, we call it huffing and puffing. If you're working hard to breathe, those will all be signs of I might have more than just a cold going on. It may have started off as a virus. Now that virus may be turning into pneumonia and or I may have undiagnosed asthma or bronchitis. Older people, we call it bronchitis, but the younger age group, we call it asthma or reactive airway disease. Those would be the signs that maybe I need a further evaluation with my pediatrician or urgent care or emergency department.
And real quick before we go, is it too late to get a flu shot and have your kids get the shot?
Have your kids get the flu shot, even if they've had the flu. Hey, doc, my kid had the flu in early December. Do they still need it? Yep. I say, let's make pretend there's four types of flu: flu A1, flu A2, flu B1, flu B2. It's four types. If I just have flu A1, that means I'm still at risk for A2, B1, and B2. So the flu shot, which is a quadrivalent shot, is protecting us against all four types. So absolutely, we still recommend you getting your flu shot.
All right. Dr. Ashanti Woods from Mercy Medical Center, thank you so much for your time. I know how busy you are. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and Happy New Year.
You too.